You know those 0.1 hour reviews on Steam? You ever wonder how accurate those really are? Well, let's put it to the test. 5 random roguelikes, 6 minutes each. Guess review score. Alright, first up we've got Curse of the Dead Gods. So let's dive in. Got 6 minutes, exactly 0.1 hours. Loading times count. 40 seconds in, just got past the loading screen. Just press OK, yep, enter Lost Temple, let's go. Wonder if I can skip this. Can't skip it. Must see cinematic. Slowly walking. Don't they know that when they designed this game that this minute is crucial? I think we're locked in. Okay. Got a torch. Nice graphics. Got a gun. Sword. Running, running, running. 2 minutes in. That's a dead end. Go to the great door. Touch the great door. Be imbued with power. Okay, so we're almost 2.5 minutes in. This is going to be a pretty difficult challenge. I do like the graphic style though. These loading screens, man. 3 minutes in and we've touched a door, that's it. Okay, Breaken's pot. That adds at least 10% to the review score at the end. Okay, our first fight, I think. Light and darkness. Light reveals hidden traps. Standing in darkness increases damage you take. Watch out for the indicator. Use torch action to equip your torch. Yep. Light the 2 braziers in the room. Dodge action. RT. Each dodge is stamina. Once stamina is depleted, you cannot dodge. Stop attacking. Perfect. 10 dodges. Only got 2 minutes. Use action attacks. XY. Perfect combos. Probably should have dodged that. Chain main attacks. Play to your finisher. I keep pressing B to try to dodge. Doesn't help. Here we go. Hold main attack to charge attack. Offhand combo. Okay, so we're at least getting a taste of the combat. Haven't dodged a single thing yet, but oh. Perfect shot. Chain a secondary attack after a series of main attacks. Sure. Okay, we finally dodged something. Beat all enemies. I like the combat so far, even though I've pressed B to dodge. Use dodge action to evade enemy attacks. Perfect dodge. Successful parry. Dodge through an enemy attack to trigger a perfect dodge. Let's see if we can do this.
Nope.
There's one. 10 seconds. Parry at the last moment. And there we go. 6 minutes have passed just like that. And we're out of here. Give up and return to the main menu. Well, 6 minutes of tutorial, that's probably going to be a common theme in this. But hey, we got to see the combat there. We got to see combos. We finally started dodging some attacks once I actually started pressing RT in response. And I liked it so far. I liked the light darkness idea where you're taking more damage if you don't have your torch out. Seemed smooth. I liked the combat. Thought it had good graphics. 0.1 hours of time on the game. What do I think? I mean, it's got to be pretty high, right? There's nothing I could tell from the beginning of that game that speaks poorly of it. Yeah, 6 minutes is short compared to the 11 minutes I had last time. I feel like it's just enough to get a taste of the combat, but that's about it. I feel like I'm gonna have to say low 90s. That's what I'm thinking. It didn't seem like a game that would be like 97 or 98 or something. It's not a far west, but at the same time it seemed good. I think people would like this game. Nothing bad about it. I mean, it seemed responsive once I got the controls down. I guess it's like 92%. That's what I'm thinking. Like last time, we'll go with like a 3% buffer. So go with like 89 to 95. And the reveal, mostly positive, 70% and 84% overall. That's bad. I'm way off. That's crazy. I mean, at 84%, it's not that far off, but let's see what people are having to say. Let's see why I'm so far such great potential wasted. The gameplay is just fine, and it's that kind of game that doesn't need a story. The gameplay is the jewel here, the combat more exactly. Well, that's pretty much all I saw in the first 6 minutes. Let's look at some of the negative reviews since I guessed too highly. For a game that doesn't offer much content, got too grindy and too difficult near 6-hour mark. Not a fun game, especially compared to other top in the class. Hate it or love it, the gameplay is 90% perfect. Dodge or parry and 10% RNG. It's fun and challenging, but there comes a time when it gets cheap and they don't give you good things. It honestly seemed good in the first 6 minutes. After this game, I don't have any desire to play other roguelike games. It's the best of its kind, 80 hours on record. Yeah, these people actually seem to play quite a bit. 40 hours, 9 hours, 40 hours, 80 hours. Bad. The entire game only gives you 3 stages to choose from. Each stage has its own enemy type and gimmick. And you might expect that going deeper into the stage would introduce new enemies or traps, but it doesn't. Yeah, repetitiveness can definitely lower a game's enjoyment. The problem is, in the first 6 minutes, you're not going to see that repetitiveness. Surprisingly, none of these are 0.1 hours. On every game you ever see, you have 0.1 hour reviews. This one, not so much. This was an early access review, but he's got 455 hours on record. So why are people rating this pretty poorly? Sounds like it's mostly just replayability issues. Once you figure it out, you figured it out, and that's it. As well as potentially no story and enemies that are too straightforward with potentially a little bit too much luck, although it depends on the review. We'll try to do better this next one. Dicey Dungeons. Here we go. English. Yep. Bonus episodes play. Just dive in. Welcome to Dicey Dungeons, the only game show where you could win your heart's greatest desire. Interesting. But you will fulfill your dreams or your nightmares. It's Lady Luck. Thank you. I don't know why I went deeper with that, but and welcome back to my labyrinth of endless terror with our new discontented win big or lose it all. This is not what I expected at all. Let's find out as we meet the warrior. That's me, I'm assuming. Whoa, I'm a dice. Yes, dear, that's how it works. Tell me, warrior, what secret emptiness has driven you to risk eternal imprisonment at the hands of fate? What? My dear, what are you playing for today? Oh, to win a monster truck. To become the strongest man in the world. Inspirational. Well, you know what we say here in Dicey Dungeons? Spin that. No, that's the wrong one. Luck might be against you, but it's too late to change your mind now. Click the chest to walk over to it. Simple enough. Sword. Do sword damage. Take. It's an enemy. Charge. A space marine. You think a dice could beat a space marine? Oh, a new contestant. Time to fire up my plasma blaster again. Drag your dice to the sword to use it. Deal 5 damage. Nice, because you use a 5, that did 5 damage. That's crazy. That's how math works, I guess. Now it's his turn. Click end turn. Oh dear, he's got a lot more dice. Okay, so he's got to charge it up. That's good. Oh no, you rolled a 1. I think that was on purpose. It's okay, this happens from time to time. The warrior has a special ability. You can re-roll up to 3 times a turn. Okay. A 4, try again. I think this is scripted. 3, try one more. A 6, oh my goodness! It's not scripted at all. Alright, let's use it on the sword. 6 damage. End turn. 4, 3, 6, oh my. He's got it. Minus 10, ouch. When you take damage, it charges up your limit break. Ooh, Fury. Double next action, ready to use. We're all charged up raw. I think this is completely scripted. Exactly killed him. Ooh. Most tutorials are scripted, by the way. Eat an apple to restore health. Eat another apple. Unlock the treasure chest. A battle axe. Deal 2 times the damage, but a max of 4. Okay. So this is actually pretty similar to that one game I played with, guessing the prices long ago. It's another enemy, a hothead. So what am I thinking so far? Honestly, it's kind of fun. It's quirky a little bit, you know. There's actually quite a few games like this where you like use dice to to go. Like I said, that one that I guess surprised, can't remember the name at the moment, but I thought that game was pretty fun. This battle axe is more powerful than your sword, but needs 4 or less. Let's just go with the, well, technically a reroll. Okay, we'll just do it with 6 damage, whatever. Oh, I see. Can only use it once. Well, I wonder if that was scripted as well. Are we still in the tutorial? Are we playing for real? Some equipment will inflict status effects when used. This fireball, for example, is going to burn. It has to be an even amount though. Okay. 6 damage and burn 1. Okay, so my dice is burned, cost 2 life. Fair enough. Let's reroll this. That's pretty good. Limit break. Hey, it's not on fire anymore. That's interesting. Let's double that. Easy peasy. Don't know why it wasn't on fire anymore, but congratulations, you are now level 2. Maximum health increased by 4. You've received an extra dice. Get your health back when you level up. Sweet. Do I only get to pick one, or do I get both? A matchstick burns 1 dice. Reusable. Take this. Bump. Dice value +1. Very useful. Oh look, it's the exit. Oh, we've only got 14 seconds. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat him and get to the exit in 9, 8. And Nate, gesture something. Hey there, friend. Your enthusiasm is adorable, but I'll let you in on a secret. Your time is up. Yeah, I guess so. And there we go. Quick. Gotta exit. Back to title. Quit. Yes. So what do I think of Dicey Dungeons? Honestly, I thought it was fun. Maybe, I don't know, part of that was me role-playing a little bit, but honestly, quite enjoyable. I thought it was fun, quirky. You know, it's got its own little unique charm to it with the dice and all that. Curse of the Dead Gods was 84%. Dicey Dungeons, I feel like it's probably going to be actually a fairly similar number, but probably slightly higher, I would say. Just because it's like quirky fun, you know, that's got to add like a few percentages to it, right? Although, I guess 92% for Curse of the Dead Gods, but now we've learned, we've taken in that information. I think we've got to go with like 88%, slightly higher than Curse, but not too much higher. That game that I played with the dice earlier, Spell Rogue, that's the one. I don't know what Spell Rogue was rated, but it was kind of a similar game, like a little less quirky, a little bit more serious, but I'm going to guess 88%, which gives me a little bit buffer. We could increase the buffer, but I feel like 3% is a good buffer, because 3%, you know, it's not too much, not too little. So Dicey Dungeons, 88%, buffer 85 to 91. And the reveal, very positive, that's a good sign. Recent reviews, 80%. Overall, 89%, right next to the 88%. I wonder why they're dropping for these recent reviews, both quite a bit lower for the recent reviews. 89%, pretty much nailed it. 88 to 89%. Could have a 1% buffer and still got it. Although, well, I say that, I'll be like 20% off the next one, but 54 hours, game good. 4.2 hours on record, negative review. I've really wanted to like this game, but as far as deck building roguelikes go, it sort of just ended up feeling more lacking in a couple things. Firstly, let's go over the good. The game has a lot of character and charm. Yep, that quirkiness. I knew it had that charm, which is why I went a little bit higher than the last one. That much I cannot deny, as well as while it does choose to be more comedic, but its approach is very upbeat and whimsical. The music and art are quite good, plays well into the charm, class gimmicks are enjoyable, but his main gripe, I find it difficult to enjoy this game casually, at least when trying to do the episodes. Too competitive for you, huh?
Too hot for you?
TLDR, it may mainly be a me thing, but casually the game feels way too RNG heavy. It gets frustrating, yet unchallenging if you do spend the extra bit of energy to play it with strategy and focus. I feel like a lot of roguelikes can kind of be that way, though. They could be very RNG dependent. A lot of roguelikes can be RNG dependent, as well as they're not always made for the casual player. 67 hours. I hate the witch. 3.9 hours. Definitely, yes. 225 hours. Inventor. I'm not sure what that means. Fun. Each character or dice plays quite differently. Lots of replay value. This is the silliest masterclass in game design you will ever play. Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, it's quirky, but it's also very fun. In the 6 minutes, I had fun. So yeah, we almost nailed that. Try to nail the next one, which of course is Noita. At least, hopefully that's how you pronounce it. Welcome to Noita. Epilogue 2 update. Early access. Oh, better start the timer. 1920 by 1080. There we go. Go to keep the yes. New game. Daily run. Explore a new world. The original Noita experience. We'll go with the original. Although the daily run might actually give us more information about the 6 minutes, but not necessarily. Intriguing music so far. A broken egg. Not sure what Noita means, so I guess we'll find out. Actually, in 6 minutes we probably won't find out. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure I'm supposed to know what's happening. Another interesting cinematic in the first minute. WASD. Right click. Left click. I can shoot. I can double jump. Oh, I can fly. That's interesting. I did not expect to be able to fly. Not sure what I am to have such. Maybe I'm buddy. FI12. I is inventory and 2 is switch. There's a 3 next to that, so I probably don't have infinite ammo with that. Equipped wand. Entered the mines. Mines of Moria. Coal. Ground. Coal. Okay. Let's go take this guy out. This looks like an enemy over here. And we are stuck. Oh, okay, we freed ourselves. They dug too deep, and they did not like what they found. Okay, another monster. That wasn't really going after me, was it? Okay, so picked up some gold. Oh, another monster. Might be able to take him out. Headshot. I wonder if headshots actually do more. Okay, so right now we're just exploring. You know, the graphics are obviously very pixeled. Some people like, some people don't. Some people care for, some people don't mind. Doesn't necessarily affect the review score because most people know that it's going to be a pixel game before they buy it, and therefore are not going to review it poorly because of such. All right, do not shoot that. I probably should have looked at what it was. I mean, I've got this little wood. Probably could have looked that it was a bomb. Now one shot that guy. There's got to be some sort of headshots. I'm guessing that's dangerous. Rusted metal. Is that what blew up? Yes, it is. Yes, so that was oil. I'm water and I'm oil right now. Probably don't want to get... I'm very, very slick. Oh, that's some sort of projectile. Did I kill him? No. Okay, the fly is very, very useful. Without that, might be a very tough game. Okay, so maybe just everything explodes on this game. Maybe just everything explodes. Honestly, I'm having fun so far. I'm not really sure what my goal is. Don't know if I'm supposed to be going just deeper, deeper, deeper. What, but... If you've ever played Mine or Disturbance on Fun, I'm almost getting that kind of gameplay, except probably more interesting. I'm just shooting everything, just kill everything. Ooh, green. Okay, the green hurts me. Green is Tiberium, do not walk on. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the goal is here, but like I haven't really found any... new items or anything. Enemies don't seem too bad. And game over, 10 seconds left. I don't think I should have been standing still. The cause of death, damage from material acid. You are dead. Click here for stats. 2 seconds till we got our stats. There you go. Alright, 6 minutes in. Noita. I was having fun. I was enjoying it. Maybe I just have fun with every game though. Kinda seems like it. Even a bad game. 10 hours of let me paddle. Maybe anything just seems good after that. So what am I thinking of Noita? Pixel graphics, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. The gameplay seemed fun, engaging. No, I thought it was good. I'd definitely be up to play it more. It was a fast 6 minutes. I enjoyed the enemies. The enemies were easy enough, but also clearly easy enough to die from. Everything exploded. That's going to add like 10%. The graphics, it was pretty easy to tell what was going on at all times. It wasn't too cluttered or anything. I'm going to say it's got to be pretty high, right? I mean, can't really go too wrong with it. I'm trying to think of if there's anything that people wouldn't like about it. Like, are the enemies too easy, too difficult? Does it progress too fast? Is it too slow? I'm thinking with a game like this, it's either like super high, like 95, or it's more like an 85. I'm kind of bouncing between the two because like I feel like for the casual gamer, it'd be like 85. It's a good game. I enjoyed it, but it could be one of those niche games where it's just like, I don't know how old this game is. I don't know when it came out or anything, but it could be one of those niche games where it's just like everybody loved when it came out and it just rides that high to like a 95. I'm gonna guess it's pretty high though. I didn't see anything that would make it lower, Although I didn't really see any of that with the first one either. I'm gonna go with 90% right in the middle. Split the difference. 90%. So we've got 87 to 93. And the reveal? Overwhelmingly positive. See, I thought it might be. Might be one of those niche games where it's just everybody loves it. Recent reviews, 92%, right within the range. But this overwhelmingly positive, this is a little bit higher. 95%, just out of the 93% range. I thought it might be. It might be just one of those games that just everybody loves. It's kind of what it felt like. So let's dive in. What do people really like about this? One of the best games ever made. It's really good, and I love it. Definitely a favorite. The only thing is that I hate playing it. Sounds like a RuneScape player. 0.2 hours on record. Loves the game. 148 hours on record. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a wizard and play this game? Not only just a wizard, but a flying wizard. Got like some rocket boots or something. 40 hours. Currently, I still haven't seen the final boss. I first got it because I thought the idea of the physics-based pixelated roguelike is super cool. And trust me, I liked it. The explosions were nice, destroying the ground and everything. Created a machine gun wand, instantly killed everything I pointed at. Got unlimited spells perk, put bomb in machine gun wand. Expected to rapidly shoot bombs, instead died in massive explosion. Sounds about right. 1,300 hours on record. I keep coming back to Noita, if that's how you pronounce it. It is my comfort game. Not quite sure what that says about me. 1,300 hours is quite a bit. 6.5 hours. Compelling, but I don't like roguelikes. I don't know why I bought this. Positive 700 hours on record. It's an addiction, a perfect challenge. And after some experience, it's the best way to pass the time between games. 300 hours on record. 1,400 hours on record. So yeah, it's well loved. In fact, there's not a negative review on this front page. No. I guess there was one. So yeah, pretty much loved by all. Tales of Maj'Eyal. Maj'Eyal? Tales of Maj'Eyal, I guess. This is Future Moose here. For this one, the resolution wasn't recorded quite properly, so I went back and I recreated all the visuals. Still has the original audio, but if things seem slightly off, that's why. Now back to the action. Male, dwarf, warrior, bulwark, moose. Not sure where to. Let's just hit tutorial. Basic gameplay. I mean, we've got to see something. Welcome to Tales of Maj'Eyal. This tutorial will present you with a short quest to familiar yourself with the game. Press escape to continue. Tutorial movement. Keyboard. Press the arrow keys or keypad to move in the direction. So it's probably a fairly old game based on everything I've seen so far. Mouse. Click on stuff. Blah blah blah. Tutorial melee combat. Melee combat mainly uses 5 states: accuracy, damage, defense, armor, penetration. So this seems like a very old game. Tutorial objects. During your adventures, you will find items. Each item has a weight. How much weight you can carry depends on your strength. Your maximum encumbrance. To pick up an item, press G. Some sort of green jelly. Okay, so now we're exploring. I don't know if I'm attacking these things. Killed black jelly, so yes. Luckily these are nice and easy. Tutorial talents. You now possess the shield pummel and shield wall talents. Got a minute left. See, in older games, you can tell there's just more reading to do. Active, sustained, passive, talents. Yeah, we've got a minute. In Tome 4 characters' power, a character's power depends on his or her level. Players can get up to level 50. Stat points, etc. Tutorial, different terrains. During your adventures, you will encounter a variety of terrains. Grass, water, sand, lava. I'm not sure what the terrains did. I didn't have time to read them. 20 seconds to complete the tutorial. We gotta speedrun this. Speedrun. Well, we speedran it. Thank you, World. Thank you. I'm ready to go. Yeah, we probably should have encountered just one at a time rather than diving in there. I'm still gonna die though. Wonder if we have health potion somewhere. Anyways, that's the end. Exit game. So we almost beat the tutorial and proceeded to die in the tutorial. There we have it. There's Tales of Maj'Eyal, however you pronounce it. Obviously an older game. The tiny little text kind of reminds me of Morrowind. So what am I thinking? Tales of Maj'Eyal. It's an older game, at least I believe. Something like Morrowind is going to have a pretty high review score, even though something like Oblivion is going to be technically a better game, right? But they both have high review scores because... So Tales of Maj'Eyal, who's going to get this game other than someone that is either familiar with it or has heard about it? You know, I mean, it's not a new game that everyone's hyped up about and then they release it for $70 and then it completely flops. I'm gonna guess pretty high though, because I mean, I could be completely off here, obviously. Tales of Maj'Eyal, like, who would get it and then review it badly? I don't think it's going to be as high as Noita, because 95%, I mean, that's, you almost can't get higher than that. I could see a game like this having have a lot of people with like hundreds of hours. High 80s, low 90s, that's my guess, because like I said, most people that get it are going to already have experience with it. They're going to like it before they get the game. The thing about old games like that is they often actually have more to them than a newer game. And so people can actually play them for hundreds of hours. And so that's where I'm going with Tales of Maj'Eyal. Seems like it could be something like that. But I'm gonna have to go with like 88%. That gives us a range of 85 to 91. Although I kind of feel like it might be higher than that. Just because, like I said, it's kind of like Bongo Cat in the last video. Who's gonna get it and then not like it? So we'll go a little bit higher. Let's go with 92%. And like I said, I could be way off here. I could be going the complete opposite direction. Very positive, very positive. Recent reviews, 90%. Okay, right within that range. And overall, 94, right within that range. So yeah, I learned from the last one. We've got an older game like that. Well, I don't know how old Noita is. It seems a lot newer than this. So release date 2012. Let's check Noita. 2020. So not really that. I mean, it's 6 years old, but it's not quite the same as 2012, is it? So 92% was almost the perfect guess. Got us right within both those. Yep. First review, 1,000 hours on it. Chunky, occasional obtuse, complex, and all the right ways. See, exactly. There's a lot of these older games. It's exactly what they offer. A roguelike of the old school, plenty to love here. If you're a fan of substance over visual flair. It's exactly what I was talking about. It's got the kind of depth that a niche audience is really going to enjoy. 500 hours. Good. 300 hours. Good. 100 hours. Shocking amount of content. Best turn-based roguelike I've ever seen. Tales of Maj'Eyal looks like it has nothing going for it. Then you play it and realize that it's unfortunate that more games can't compete or compare to what Maj'Eyal has to offer. Yeah, like I said, it's that depth that old games provide that niche audiences. It's not going to be for everyone. Not everyone is going to love a game like this, but the people that do get it do love it because that's exactly what they're looking for. 80 hours. Overall, fantastic game with lots of replayability. 17 hours on record. Not recommended. If you enjoy roguelike titles with a runtime of about an hour, this game is probably not for you. I've been drawn to this game because of the heavy emphasized supposed variety in this gameplay. I mean, yes, there's a lot of class/race combinations you can make, but the gameplay is basically always the same. You auto-walk around the dungeon, one-shotting normal mobs. Have to sift through a list of mostly subpar, unfitting items to find a gem at the end of each raid dungeon. I feel like this could benefit from a shorter runtime and stronger and fewer enemies. I did some research, and apparently the run takes 20 to 30 hours, and ending your 12-hour run. See, but that's the kind of depth. Like, it would put off people like this. But those niche players, they really like it. 128 hours, 68 hours, 100 hours, 140 hours. Fantastic. So much depth in the gameplay and lore. People love it for its depth, its complexity. Not everyone will, but 94% of people that get it, they do. Last but not least, we have Warriors Abyss. English, yes. Press any button. No game. No data. Yes. Oh, mighty soul. Bright souls of heroic warriors beaming across the ages. If it is truly justice you fight for, then hear my voice and heed my call. Dun dun dun! Zhao Yun. It worked. Welcome, bright souls. You are lucky enough to have been chosen by my divinity. Together. What is this place? Good voice acting so far. Underworld, King Enma, Royal Palace. Somehow he awoke, unhinged and unchallenged. On his rampage, history of the dead. Something about a dark lord. The end of the world, but okay, we start off with Zhao Yun. Defeat the enemies with normal attacks and charge attacks. Pretty straightforward. Completed status 50 out of 50. Use your attacks to knock this projectile out of the sky. Okay. Enemy attacks are telegraphed with a purple evade. A decoy warrior. So far, Fairy seems very intuitive. Very straightforward. Smooth gameplay. You're a hero, are you not? Muso attack. Every opportunity, use your moveset. Appear to be emblems. Bolt, vigor, attack and range effects. Summoning. Attack and range sound good. Emblems embody the characters of the hero's power. Main emblem types are the follows: skill, strength, speed, wisdom, vigor, charm. Okie dokie. Got a minute left, or we might actually beat the tutorial this time. We beat 100 enemies. Defeated 100 enemies. Good job clearing out. A reward. Go on, take it. Open the river. Retreat. I don't think that's the hero style. The Hall of Bonded Souls. Crystal Tree. Petals reflecting images of soul. Well, I think that was the tutorial. I don't think I'll get much more in this next 20 seconds. Crystal Tree has answered my call. Petals reflecting the bond of ceremonies. Proceeding well, and now in the main event. Form bond. Noita. And there we have it. So what am I thinking? Progress the fastest. Actually beat the tutorial in 6 minutes. Seemed very intuitive. Very easy to play. And obviously, if you like Fantasy Warrior games, then, well, there you have it. Which brings me to my first point. It's a Warriors game, which means that already people are going to have a biasism towards it, which probably means that it's going to be pretty high. Probably every Warriors game, besides 9. Good thing I don't have to rate these games. I just have to guess their review score. It'd be a tough ranking out of these 5, actually. I'm going to guess pretty high. I don't think it's as high as Noita. That's probably the highest of this video. But where does it come in? Probably at low 90s or high 80s as well. I mean, all these games seem quite good. Wasn't really a bad game in these 5. I'm going to guess probably it could be as low as like 88%, but I don't think it'd be any lower than that. You know, you can go for Lubu and
Look at that! It's Lubu!
stuff like that. So I'm going to guess lowest it could possibly be is 88, and it could Could easily be in the 90s. So we'll guess the 90% again. So we'll go with 90%. Give us that 87 to 93% buffer. And the reveal, very positive. That's a good sign. Recent review, 88. Perfect. And overall, 85. Wow. Actually lower than I anticipated. It's also possible that it's not the typical Warriors game. You know, it's a roguelike Warriors game, so it might not perfectly translate. People might hear about it because of Warriors game. But 85 is still good. Recent 88, overall 85, just outside the 88%. Let's check out the reviews, see what the people have to say. 74 hours are good. Cheap and good. No need to buy DLC. Simple and easy to remember. Pros, mind-numbing grass mowing simulator. Is that a pro? Effects are satisfactory. See, numbers go up, satisfactory. Huge AoE attacks are satisfactory. As Dynasty Warriors. Cons, it looks like a mobile game. Super short, becomes repetitive fast. 120 hours on record, a fun roguelike experience that scratches an itch I never knew I had. Can be a bit odd to get used to at first, but plays nicely as you understand more. Seemed pretty intuitive. If you've played a Warriors game, I mean the combo system seemed pretty natural. In fact, I'd say it was probably, out of the 5 that I played, it was probably the most natural playing. Just as if you just wanted to jump into a casual game. 6 hours. Gameplay is simple but addictive. Huge cast of characters to choose from. A simple, fun, stylish hack and slash roguelike. That's what I got to feel after the 6 minutes too. This is one of the weirdest reviews I'm going to post. We're going with the literal definition of recommend. I enjoy this game a lot, but you really shouldn't get it. I don't recommend it. In the sense that you shouldn't get it. No, not that it's bad. It doesn't crash, runs beautifully. Save your money and get Dynasty Origins instead. On sale. I have to give that a whirl as well. Old school hack and slash with tons of characters. So I don't know if there used to be more of a paywall or something, because some of them say that there's a paywall for some of the characters. Others say there's a ton of characters. 20 hours on record. I'm not a huge Warrior Series fan. I've only played 2 and really liked both though. Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires and Dynasty Warriors Origin. This scratches similar itches. That's what I was thinking, you know, as long as it stays mostly true to a Warriors game, you'd probably like this game as well. 4 hours on record. It's awesome. Let me know how you guys did in the comments. Moose out.